Hey guys, let's get more news from Dallas Cowboys, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Micah Parsons comments before Dolphins-Cowboys clash will fire up Tyreek Hill. Dallas Cowboys pass rusher Micah Parsons made some interesting comments ahead of his team's Sunday matchup with the Miami Dolphins. The 10-4 Cowboys are set to face off against the 10-4 Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Parsons was asked about the challenge of trying to contain Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. The Cowboys star praised Hill, but not before claiming that he was faster than the 29-year-old wideout nicknamed Cheetah. "Tyreek knows I am faster than him," said Parsons. "It's not fun at all when you're getting ready to go against someone like Tyreek Hill because I know I got to run faster than I ever have all year. I might hit a miles-per-hour Mach speed chasing someone like him." Parsons' spicy take comes with some evidence. The Cowboys star comfortably beat Hill and several other speedsters in the NFL's fastest man race during the Pro Bowl 2 seasons ago. Video here. Hill and Parsons have had a friendly rivalry going on for quite some time. The Dolphins star issued a warning for Parsons way back in September, despite their matchup not being until Christmas Eve. Hill claimed that he had a present ready for Parsons when their two teams finally matched up. With sparks already flying between the two, the real winners may be football fans who get to watch the Dolphins-Cowboys game for the holidays. Micah Aaron Parsons, born May 26, 1999, is an American football linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League, NFL. Parsons played college football at Penn State, where he was named a consensus All-American, the Butkus Fitzgerald Linebacker of the Year, and the Cotton Bowl Defensive MVP as a sophomore in 2019, before being selected by the Cowboys in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. Parsons was named the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year following the 2021 season. Parsons was born in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on May 26, 1999. He attended Central Dauphin High School for his freshman and sophomore years, before transferring to Harrisburg High School where he started at both defensive end and running back. As a freshman, he tallied 121 tackles for loss and 18.5 sacks. As a junior, he collected 69 tackles, 20 tackles for loss, and 13.5 sacks. Cowboys missing critical offensive linemen in Week 16. Over the past several seasons, the strength of the Dallas Cowboys roster has been the offensive line. Regardless of the drama or inconsistency plaguing the rest of the offense, the giants in the trenches have been the anchors holding Dallas' roster together. At this point in the season, a team needs to lean on their most reliable tools to make it into the playoffs. While Dallas has relied on their offensive line this season, the best part of that group has undoubtedly been made of two players, left tackle Tyron Smith and right guard Zach Martin. Unfortunately for Dallas, their two best offensive linemen failed to practice on Wednesday and are looking unlikely to take the field against the overpowering Miami Dolphins on Sunday. Smith has been with the team since he was drafted with the 9th overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft and has gone on to be named to 8 Pro Bowls in that span. Martin was drafted by Dallas with the 16th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft and has been named first-team All-Pro 6 times in that span. It can be left unsaid that missing these two brutes would be a major setback for Dallas this weekend. While the running game hasn't been as consistent, the offensive line of Dallas has allowed quarterback Dak Prescott to put up impressive numbers this season as he has been in the talks of the Most Valuable Player award all season. Without his best weapons, Prescott may need to rely more on his middling elusiveness to make plays as the pocket may not look nearly as clean as it normally does for him. The injuries couldn't come at a worse time for Dallas as the team desperately clings to the lead in the NFC East over the powerhouse Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas currently relies on the tiebreaker to ward off Philadelphia and essentially can't afford to lose another game this season. Dallas will likely start backup left tackle Chuma Edoga in place of Smith and undrafted rookie right guard TJ Bass in place of Martin. Neither of the two backups have seen substantial time in blockbuster games this season. Bass will most likely need additional help in the form of double teams and chips to defend his star quarterback from elite defensive tackle Christian Wilkins. After Miami, Dallas closes the season out against the NFC powerhouse Detroit Lions and the squandering Washington Commanders. Dallas will need all of the help it can get as it attempts to ward off the Eagles and potentially make a push over San Francisco as the number 1 seed in the NFC. Due to the rule changes in recent years, only the number 1 seed will retain a first-round bye and enjoy advantage in the 2023 NFL playoffs. Rumor: DQ to replace Seahawks Pete Carroll? Since his arrival in 2021, Dan Quinn has been an absolute game-changer for the Dallas Cowboys defense. Dallas defense was one of the worst in the NFL in 2020, but since Quinn took over, it's been one of the league's best. Some of that has to do with personnel changes, most notably drafting star pass rusher Micah Parsons in 2021, but the impact of Quinn's scheme has been undeniable. With his excellent showing in Dallas, Quinn has become a popular candidate to become a head coach once again. The former Atlanta Falcons coach interviewed for multiple gigs last offseason, but opted to remain with the Cowboys instead. However, the latest rumor could be one to watch. According to Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer, Quinn would be on the Seattle Seahawks' radar if longtime coach Pete Carroll decides to retire. Does Pete Carroll retire in Seattle? I don't think so, but I've heard a lot over the last few weeks in these circles, like the people who work in these circles and the coaching carousel circles, that would Dan Quinn be the successor in Seattle if Pete Carroll were to hang it up after this year? Breer said on the Rich Eisen show. One reason why an opportunity in Seattle could be so enticing is due to Quinn's past connections with the club. The 53-year-old first joined the Seahawks as a defensive line coach and assistant head coach in 2009 and 2010, then after a 2-year stint with the Florida Gators, returned to lead the Legion of Boom defense in 2013 and 2014. Quinn helped the Seahawks win their first Super Bowl title, and they nearly won another before he left to coach the Falcons. Of course, this possibility hinges entirely on Carroll hanging up his headset, and as Breer notes, that is far from a sure thing. However, the 72-year-old is the oldest coach in the league, so it may not be long until Seattle has to find a new bench boss. It also would require Quinn opting to depart Dallas, and it's worth noting that on multiple occasions, Quinn has expressed to CowboysSI.com's Mike Fisher his enjoyment of work at the Star and his desire to finish the job in Dallas. While Carroll and the Seahawks are fighting for their playoff lives, Quinn and the Cowboys have already clinched their spot in the postseason and have bigger goals in mind. And you fan, what do you think of the Dan Quinn situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.